welcome back to another episode of the Stylist Rant podcast, where we talk about all things style and fashion, or rant about all things style and fashion. I am your co-host, Kristen, and I have with me...
I'm Tone, aka the stylish one, and thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Yes, we're so excited to be back for another episode. We have a lot to cover today, as always, but before we get started, I always want to check in and see how everybody's doing. What's been going on?
They said, sisters, are you good? Brothers, are you all right?
Right.
Everything is great. The semester has winded down.
Thank God.
I know. Who you telling? So now I am starting a internship with a local production company here, moving into my new studio, finalizing that, and then I have some fun stuff coming for the fall. So prepping all of that this summer. So how about you?
Yes. Well, I actually just got back from Tulum. My friend got married, which was a nice experience. That was my first time being a bridesmaid, first time having or going to a destination wedding, and then first time staying on a resort in Tulum. So that was a really, really cool experience. It was hot.
Oh, right now.
It was hot. I like the summer, but I don't like anything over like 90 degrees, even 85 degrees. Like, just stop there, because I be sweating.
No, I totally understand. That was me in Africa. So it's
Right.
I get it. Literally, they do not joke. If it's below the equator, like, you need ice water at all times. So,
Yeah.
but I'm
was
glad you had a
hot.
good time.
Definitely had a good time. Jordan came with me, so it was like a little mini vacation for us. So it was really, really a good time. So I'm just like getting back into the swing of things. And yeah, trying to like get back. I'm excited for the summer, excited for just really whatever it is that's coming up. I don't have nothing planned, y'all. So I'm just going with the wind, going with the flow,
Right.
and just seeing what happens. So
I think well, let me not say I don't have anything planned, because I feel like I always have something planned. But I do have a family vacay. I do want to hit Chicago this summer, so I'm thinking of going up there for Sierra's birthday.
oh yes.
And then it'll be back to school. But then there's so much happening in the fall. I have the opportunity to go to Paris Fashion Week. I have the opportunity to go to India. I have the opportunity to go back to Africa.
All this year?
Yes.
You want to do it?
If God willing, listen, if God want me in all these places, that's exactly where I'm going to be. Then someone sent me that, I know last year I traveled to New Orleans to see the Commanders play the Saints. So now they're having like another fan trip, but I guess they're playing in Madrid. I'm just trying to go everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, put me on the plane.
Use that passport.
Listen. So yeah, so I'm excited for all the activities that come this summer. I'm so sad I'm gonna miss Afram. I'm gonna be out of town.
Yeah. I think I'll miss it too.
Yeah, but I'm just excited for the summer. I'm excited to record some content this summer. It'll be coming up on my 1 year anniversary of my Milwaukee content. So
Okay.
I know that series is still unfinished, and the Aries in me is just like, when are you going to finish it? I swear it's only 2 episodes left, y'all. And I promise you, before June is out, I'm going to do those 2 episodes, because I want to roll out my vlog for Africa. So I really want to get back on YouTube, and I need to be consistent. And I have the content to record. I just have to record it. I ordered myself a pair of the Meta Ray-Ban glasses in a really cute style. Hopefully the girls don't have them. I'm pretty sure they don't. But I'm excited about that, because then that's really going to force me to record content, because my problem is I can't hold the camera because I have the ADHD is so bad that I will have the camera, not press record, so I'm hoping that these glasses will come in handy, because I wear glasses every day.
That makes a lot of sense for you.
Every day. And I work with my hands.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I just feel like the only way I'm going to get it has to be through the glasses. So we're going to test that out and see how that
you can
works.
have a faceless social media page.
We're going to have to do something. We're going to have to do something, y'all, because the girls want the content, and I want to give it to y'all, because I don't know why y'all are so infatuated with what I do on a day-to-day, but I'm going to try. And we're going to see what Meta and Ray-Ban can do for your girl.
I'm sure those would be the perfect fit for you, because it's easy. That's easy.
I'm trying to make life easier.
Yeah.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
We have to at this big age.
Yeah. Alrighty, well, let's dive into today's topic. You want to let them know what we're talking about today?
Yeah, so I was excited for this topic. I know we talked about really comparing real style versus social media style, which I think is interesting to talk about in today's age, because social media is everything, content is everything. And sometimes I feel like when you see people online versus in person, it doesn't always align, which to me is interesting because that is not the case with us. Because how we dress in real life is literally how we dress on social media. So it's interesting for me to understand and see like people really giving off a completely different persona on social media, because that's a lot of work, it seems like, to like do all of these things for Instagram and then not do, I don't know, maybe it's less work. I don't know, child. It's weird. It's weird.
And it's so funny because me and Selena have this conversation all the time. You know, people get all this fashion content and things, and I'm such a person, y'all know my logo, hashtag get dressed. I get dressed every day.
Yeah.
I never, even like growing up, I feel like, of course, we all know I started with a blog. Okay, I was so used to literally, okay, I look so cute today. Let me just take a picture, write about it, and keep it moving. It was always an everyday thing. I never had to wake up and be like, oh, what outfit is going to shock the crowd today? I never cared about that. As long as I knew I woke up, I was stylish, I was giving off the best that I could give. It's such an everyday thing. Just to piggyback off of what you said, I feel like I've met so many people who super extravagant online, super crazy outfits, and then you see them in person and it's just like, this is very casual. You know, this is not what I was expecting. Like, especially when people invite me out.
Yeah.
Do not invite me out, baby, because we're going to have to go outfit for outfit. Like, I'm not, like, if you invite me out and I know we're going somewhere, we're taking pictures and videos, of course I'm going to put my best on. It's not just for Instagram. It's just, that's just in me. That's just the everyday thing. But I also feel like, and I know me and you had this conversation as well, a lot of those outfits online do not transition well to real life. Like a lot of the skimpier pieces or even the turning clothes into other clothes, like that's not sustainable. That's just not something someone's waking up every day to do. Yeah. So I feel like, and even when I was younger, I had brought this up to my mom all the time. The styling that used to be in Teen Vogue, when all of these layers and all of these clothes that these people are putting, I'm like, who's wearing this? Like growing up, I literally used to look at editorials for this is how I want to dress every day, which is why I feel like my style is so refined and so tailored, because I was actually able to look at mood boards that I could actually see. Now it's like you look at these creators and influencers who say they're stylists, and it's like, I would never wear that. Yeah. Where am I wearing this to? Yeah. Who? And I think it also goes to like, who's the core audience? Because as a stylist, you and I work with very similar clients, CEOs, business-driven people, corporate-driven people. These outfits that are online, we could never. Yeah. Even getting back into like the office siren, y'all will never wear those clothes into an actual corporate 9-to-5. You can't. You're not wearing a super low cut button up with a schoolgirl pleated mini with your butt cheek hanging out the bottom with knee-high socks. That is not a realistic outfit. Yeah. So I think that right there is just, either there's a disconnect between actually wanting to work a 9-to-5, and then there's a disconnect for those who work on the internet. Yeah. So you can dress however you want for the internet, but it's like when you walk into these real establishments and these real jobs, that's what I'm more so worried about. I don't really care about the casual and, oh, this is what I wear to part. You can wear whatever you want, but you know, I'm super, super passionate about how you look in a professional field. Right. And I feel like a lot of this inspiration and a lot of these influence over expertise stylists are not guiding people in the right direction on how to dress for everyday wear. And that goes into why people keep buying a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. And we're going to talk about that too. And it's funny that you say that because I feel like now that I look at a lot of the like runway shows and things, it used to be a lot of those pieces weren't things that a regular person would wear. It was just for the runway. But now it's like YSL and like Dior and Jack Mousse, however you pronounce it. Those people, like, I would wear that stuff like every day.
Now
so I think they toned it down.
I was just gonna say, I think they went from let's put this extravagant look on the runway and make it ready to wear to now let's just put some ready to wear looks on the runway so that we can just have less when it comes to production, I guess.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Which
it
I
could
like.
Be a money thing too.
Which I like because I feel like, okay, if I see something, me and you have been to countless fashion shows where we have seen things that come down the runway and we're like, where are you wearing this to?
Right.
But we've also been to runways where we've seen looks come out and you're like, oh, I would wear that whole entire look.
Right.
I would put the whole look together, literally from the accessories down to the shoes.
And that's how it should be, in my opinion, because who else are you selling to if you can't really wear those clothes off the runway, you know? So I really appreciate these fashion brands and these designers, these design houses for doing that, because it just goes to show you that you can look nice, you know, and not do a lot, but still, you know, make a statement at the same time. So I wanted to kind of talk about real style versus social media style on the premise of authenticity. Because I know we talked about how these people are just putting on fits just to get the likes or just to sell an item.
Or just for that wow factor.
Or just for that wow factor. But like personal style and just style in general is about being authentic. It's about being confident. And it's like, how can you wear those pieces and still, like, I'm pretty sure you're not confident when you're wearing that outfit. Like, a lot of them don't even look confident, or a lot of them don't even look like themselves. Some of them do, I'm not gonna lie. But like, confidence really plays a part in what you wear, whether you're on social media or whether you're offline. So it really also ties into functionality too, because if it doesn't make sense for me, I'm not wearing it. My day-to-day lifestyle is different from a lot of people. Everybody's lifestyle is different. So I want to make sure that what I am wearing makes sense for what I'm doing. Like, I feel like people don't really think about themselves. They are more so worried about everybody else and where everybody else is going to think or what everybody else cares about. But I'm thinking about myself when I'm getting dressed. Like, am I going to get hot in this? Am I going to get cold? Like, it's chilly out today. Like, I need a jacket. Like, my feet, they have to be comfortable. Like, I'm thinking about those things. And when I'm teaching people or showcasing my look on social media, I want to be able to relate to other people who probably have a similar lifestyle or probably have similar challenges than me, because that's how you build community. That's how you know, make it make sense. So I don't know if you have anything to add to that, but I feel like, you know, social media has really gotten a lot of people's priorities misconstrued when it comes to fashion and style. And it also confuses people. We talked about that as far as like these style influencers, people thinking that those are stylists or they're stylists, and they're really not. They're just here to influence you to spend money at the end of the day, to be honest with you. So,
well, you know, I have something to add to every aspect of that. So just starting back at the original point that you made about authenticity, I feel like, and this has been something that I felt for years, originality is dead in a lot of aspects, especially when it comes to social media, because social media is such rapid fire when it comes to content. Someone who really does not know their personal style will get caught up being such a trend forward person. So like I said, there are people out here who are influencers and they're literally doing their influence job properly because they are influencing people to look a certain way, talk a certain way, dress a certain way. But when it comes back to that personal style, those people that are following that said influencer are shopping every week, probably multiple times a week, to try to keep up with the trend that's going on. Like, for instance, when those hideous red boots came out, the I don't even know who made those boots. But
what brand was that again? I forgot.
You know, that's what I'm saying. But it's like, we don't even know that brand. We're never going to remember that brand again. You get what I'm saying? But they're doing stuff for shock value, because it's like, don't get me wrong. You know, we're all about creativity. We're all about expressing yourself. We're all about being innovative. But like back in the day, like for instance, like Rihanna, let's use Rihanna. When we saw Rihanna in certain stuff, we did not be like, oh, we're about to go buy that. We knew that that was Rihanna's style. Yeah. Rihanna is rocking that and we know that we cannot rock that like Rihanna. But then maybe I can go get something similar. Maybe I can try to twist this into my own style. But I feel like now it is straight copy and paste. Literally, between that TikTok shop, that Temu, that Shein, I mean, even Fashion Nova, the identity of fashion is in a crisis right now because everyone is dressing for social media and no one is dressing for themselves. Between Afterpay and Klarna, and it's just, we're always just going to be in a cycle of just repetition because no one is comfortable enough in their skin to stay in their style. Now, again, styles evolve as we get older and things like that. But I can look back at my style and I've always dressed the same. I've always had the same
similar characteristics.
Whether it was just me changing up my hair, whether it was just me playing with different silhouettes, but the goal has always been stylish and put together. I've never worn something and it's just like, Tony, where are you going in it? I've never seen you in something. It's never been that. You get what I'm saying? Even as a virtual stylist with a company like Stitch Fix, you get what I'm saying? I have so many clients that are confused about their style. They barely know their sizes. You know, they expect me to tell them, you need to wear this because, and it has to align with what they have going on. I'm obviously not about to send a busy soccer mom of 5 mini dresses, heeled shoes, you get what I'm saying, and skimpy tops. No. If she's an active mom of 5, she needs to have some nice active wear in her wardrobe. So let me send you elevated casual pieces. Let me send you elevated athleisure wear. You know, maybe I can send you a nice longer sundress because you're running around with kids all day. So you're not worried about, oh, is my dress too short to bend over? No, let me send you something nice and maxi.
And that's why lifestyles play a part in personal style. That's why. Sorry, I really don't understand how people don't think about that. It's common sense to me.
But I feel like some people don't even have a lifestyle. So that is where I wanted to land my plane. I feel like this internet, there are so many people that live behind this internet that literally have nothing going on outside of the internet. You get what I'm saying? So I think those are the people that eat it up the most. They go buy these pieces and buy these outfits, and half the time they don't even have nowhere to wear them to.
Yeah.
Or like you, I don't know if you touched on this point yet, or some people will get an outfit, pay full price for the outfit, wear it one time, take a picture, and then we never see the fit again.
Which is insane to me because I'm not spending money on something that I'm only going to wear one time.
But also, I think with our style has also evolved. We're buying more quality pieces. So if I'm buying a shirt for $120 because it's linen or chiffon or I promise you, girl, you better tell somebody, and I'm going to wear it hella. I don't care if I keep wearing it the same way. Yeah. I bought it, I'm going to wear it. Yeah. I don't know where the whole, and it's so crazy because my friends tell me they never see me repeat outfits, but I think I just style my clothes so well, you're not supposed to know that I'm wearing the same stuff over and over again. I got a pair of jeans from Akira. I wear them things every day. Or if not every day, every other day, because they're so comfortable. They're so durable. I have washed them. I have hung dry them. I just try to take care of them because I'm like, I love these jeans. What if I never find another pair of jeans like this? So I think this also just runs into the convo of fast fashion as well. Because like I said, just going back to, we have so much access to clothes. You know, back in the day, you had a department store catalog, and then that's what you ordered, and you had to wait for that stuff to come. If you needed to return it, you had to go to the store. It was just a whole process to shop. I think now, shopping is so seamless that
accessibility.
Right now, by me and you talking, I could order some clothes right now, and it's just nothing to it because, oh, I like that green blazer Chris got. Let me order something. You get what I'm saying? So I just think the 3 main points of our discussion are lack of authenticity, influence over expertise, and I think the rise of fast fashion, which is causing the downfall of the overall fashion industry, if you just ask me. And I think all of that plays into a part of real style versus social media style.
Yeah.
Because half the stuff y'all wear on social media, I know you see the comments when the girls have on like the stripper outfits and everybody's like, where are you going? What dinner or what restaurant is letting you in? Like, so again, the worlds have collided because of social media. You now have people, for instance, a lot of girls would not be caught in a lot of this lingerie that they wear outside back in the day. Like 10 years ago, we was not doing that.
Yeah.
We were not wearing lingerie outside. It was a problem when people had on bonnets and pajamas.
I hate that.
So to wear lingerie outside was like very risque. Now, I don't know if it's lingerie, a swimsuit, an actual shirt. Was the shirt made? I don't know. The bodysuits that are cut out everywhere except basically the private parts. There's no separation anymore. Yeah. Everything is just one big thing now. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, are you dressing? Are you wearing it in real life? Or are you literally just getting dressed for the internet every day?
Yeah.
Well, you have people like us who literally get dressed every day and you might not get a picture from us for a week.
Right.
I will have to literally, I'll have to rewear the outfit just so y'all can see it. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah.
I feel like people make a lot of these purchases off of emotion.
Yes.
They want to keep up. They're anxious to keep up with everybody else. They want to blend in. Although they want to stand out, they also low-key want to blend in, which is interesting to me. That's why I never really understood trends. Like, I feel like a lot of the things, a lot of the styles that are trending now, they have already existed. These aren't new things. I mean, I will say the one thing that is new are the barrel jeans. Like,
I love the barrel jeans.
They're cute.
But I can't even say that before. Because if you honestly, let's look at freaking back to like the 60s. Barrel jeans are not new. Literally, they may not have been. But see, that's why we have to know our fashion history, because when it comes to trends, the denim barrel may be different, but the denim, the barrel silhouette is nothing new. I wish I had the picture of David Bowie when he had the jumpsuit on, hands in his pockets, and the hips were circled. They were barrel style. So there's nothing new under the sun. This is not a new trend. I love the barrel jeans. We sell out of them on Stitch Fix. I love them, but that's not a new silhouette. It may be a new fabrication because we're now using denim, but barrel has been out long before we've been alive.
Okay. So we learn something new every day. But these other trends and these other styles, they've been around.
Yep.
And what I always talk about is that trends are just a trend because they're just automatically accessible.
Popular right now.
They're popular. They're everywhere. But once they are no longer trending, you can still purchase them. You can still buy them.
Because they're going to come back.
They're going to come back, one, like the skinny jeans.
This kitten heel. Let's talk about the kitten heel. I remember around maybe like 2013 when the baddie era came up to IG. And it was no more kitten heels. It was straight 6-inch stiletto red bottoms, Giuseppe's. You get what I'm saying? I know you remember that shift. You get what I'm saying? You could not be caught dead in a kitten heel. If you were in a kitten heel, you were claimed to be a 65-year-old lady. Now, the sleekest shoes out on the market are kitten heels, going at the highest price. Like, wide leg pants are back. Those are nothing but gauchos.
Right.
Again, we're not doing anything but changing the fabrication because the wide leg from denim to knit is a gaucho.
And also changing how we style the pieces too, because you can take a wide leg pant and style it like an early 2000s look, or you could style it like a modern 2025 look.
You can style it like a 70s look. Right. It just all depends on, again, what your style is. But I think that goes back to, you have to have your own style. You have to know the history of your style. Me being such a style fanatic, hello, it's in the name, I'm very well versed on fashion history. I'm very well versed on what came before me. There are some people who didn't care about fashion until 2020 when they had to sit down and figure out it was something that they wanted to do. You get what I'm saying? So all of that goes into it.
Yeah.
It all goes into it.
I think what really blows my mind is that people just don't think. Like, people, a lot of the women that I work with, they're like, I don't know anything about fashion. I don't know. But it's like, you know what you like.
Exactly.
So
but sometimes they don't, because they're given so much information at once. They don't know, do they like the skinny jean, or do they just keep saying it, or do they like the crop tops, or is it just that I think there's just too much information being poured in people's mind at once. How can you have an original thought?
But the thing is, you're exactly right. But I think also too, because two things can be right at once. I think also too, people know what they like. They just don't know how to communicate that. They don't know how to comprehend that. Because I can give you, people can say, I'm open. I'll try anything. All right, bet. Here you go. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, okay. Because you definitely told me you were open. So you're not open, which is fine. But you just don't know how to explain what you like. I deal with it every day.
Every day.
As a stylist, it's very frustrating, but it's also a part of the job because you have to be able to, one, introduce people to new things, educate them, push them out their comfort zone, but also it's kind of like pulling teeth because you have to communicate and you have to have a conversation like, okay, well, what is it that you don't like about these pieces, or what is it that you do like about these pieces, so that I can, make the best suggestions for you moving forward. And that's the thing too. Like, I feel like, and this is besides the topic, but it kind of goes a lot in line. When people are working with stylists, I feel like a lot of the times people don't give stylists an opportunity to even like learn who they are or understand what they like. And it's frustrating because it's like, oh, I don't like this. Thanks for your time. And it's like, well, wait, I styled you one time off of these 3 questions. Huh?
It's actually just so crazy you said that, because that right now is one of our biggest goals at Stitch Fix, is getting your we call it the want you back percentage. You want to make sure that that's high, because there are some people who don't understand, and when I connect with the client, I like to let them know that this is a journey that we're on. This is an experience that we're on. I don't know you from anything. You don't know me from anything, but we have a common goal. Your goal is to get your wardrobe together. My goal is to assist you with that. It may take us 2 or 3 fixes, maybe 5 or 6 to get the perfect, okay, you love a rib top, but you love a cropped rib top with a higher waist jean. Or you like a more flowy woven top with a lower pant to, because you don't want things contracting or constricting your stomach. How would I know that if I only met you one time in the summer? I don't know that you like boot cut jeans.
And you're not even meeting them because it's virtual.
It's virtual. So there's only one line of communication. There's no, hey, let's hop on. No, there's you fill out your profile and you let me know, hi, my name is Susan. I'm 52. I live in Ohio. I have 3 kids and a dog. I have no idea how to dress, but I love floral. You have to take that information that she gave you and make it work.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to look at her sizes. Okay, I see she's a little curvy. Is she shaped like a Coke bottle? Is she shaped like a pear? Is she shaped like a grapefruit? How, you get what I'm saying? But again, it comes with the expertise of being a stylist. Yeah. So this comes back to influence over expertise. If you don't know different silhouettes, different cuts, different body shapes, different fabrications, different textures, it's never going to work. If a lady tells me she likes more fitted pieces and I keep sending her flowy wovens, she's going to get upset because that's not what she asked for. So my job as a professional is to know what fabrics stick to you, what fabrics are clingy, what fabrics are ribbed. Let's move in that direction. Okay, says she's a mom, she has kids and animals. We probably should lean towards neutral tones, because she probably doesn't want to go with white because she has children. She might not want to go with black because she might have a shedding dog. All of that stuff you have to be able to think of on the spot, and she only told me 3 things about herself.
And a lot of the times they won't even give you everything.
They won't give you nothing
until you send them stuff. It's like, oh, I should have told you. I don't like wool.
Or it hits you with, I have everything that you've already sent me.
Right.
How would I know that? But you have to use that information to be like, okay, if she says she has all of these pieces, that means she likes this style.
Right.
But again, just going back to Stitch Fix, once they make their profile, I have to go off of that, and then I have to send them the clothes, and then they respond. That is the only form of commitment. There is no, hey, let me call you. No, you have to also try to interact with them, ask questions, because
this isn't gonna work. And that's the thing about working with a stylist. It is, I like to tell my clients that it's usually an 80-20. Maybe 70-40. Like, obviously,
you might get a good 50-50 client. I have some great 50-50 clients on Stitch Fix. I mean, updating profiles, send me favorites, they talk every feedback.
Send pictures, something.
All that.
Because, I mean, in order for this to work, you have to also put in the work as well.
It takes two to tango when it comes to
this. So tying it back to sustainability and wearability, I think that's where stylists come in. I mean, we come in a lot of these different aspects of style and fashion, but our goal is to help you to, spend less money, spend less time stressing out on what you're going to wear, and also not purchase as much.
Or just shopping intentionally, because
shopping with intentionality.
It's okay to, if you feel like you need to shop once a week, but you need to be shopping intentionally. Like if you're shopping, you should be shopping to replace things that you love. So if you know you have a bomb pair of black boots that you always wear, but you know they're having a little wear and tear, go buy you another pair of black boots, and then you donate those boots, upcycle, whatever it is that you need to do. But it has to be intentional when you shop. If not, you're going to end up with a whole bunch of just extra pieces that are not necessary. You're going to end up with items that you'll probably wear one time, never wear them again. Yeah. And now your wardrobe is just building and building, and you have all these pieces, or you may just be buying too many statement pieces, and you're like, okay, this probably is something that I can only wear on special occasions. You have to have that knowledge of mixing and matching basics and staples and neutrals and pops. Like, it's all really a science behind it. Yeah. And that's why I think fashion is just so important, but you just have to know what's going on.
Yeah.
You have to know.
It's okay if you don't. I mean, you just have to ask for help. You have to know that you don't know.
Yes.
And you have to be okay with not knowing and just ask for help. It's okay to not know about fashion. I mean, a lot of people don't. But it's also important to get the help that you need. And I want to talk about bridging the gap between, aligning your online presence with your real lifestyle values, because I feel like a lot of these individuals are following these style influencers, and those style influencers look nothing like them, don't live a lifestyle
body
like them,
shape is different,
completely different. And they're looking to them for help. And it's like, well, wait, she is a single girl living in New York City, the age of 25, and you are
kids.
45 with 2 kids, married, living in Cali, like
Omaha, Nebraska. Let's start there. Like,
how is she going to help you?
Yeah.
And really, age isn't really the biggest thing here. It's more so lifestyle, what she does every day, how she can relate to you. Because I can relate to someone with kids. I mean, I got a business. That's my child. Like, I feel like I can relate to that. But also, too, my lifestyle is definitely more in line with that. Like, I may not go into an office, but I work from home. Sometimes I do go into the showroom and I create content, and or I work from a desk. Like, it's certain things that you can relate to people that I feel like is important for you to pay attention to and hone in on that. Like, oh, okay, I like her blazer, but I probably wouldn't wear green, but I might wear blue. So maybe I can go out and get a blue blazer. I don't have that one. Just really thinking about what you need, what you don't have, and how, who you're following can relate to what your personal style is. So
yeah, absolutely. Girls live in a 4-season state and follow a girl from Miami and think that she can help you. How?
Make it make sense.
It just doesn't work that way. It just has to, like you said, it has to make sense. You can always take inspiration from someone, but I think what a big problem is right now, it is just very copy and paste. Mm-hmm. It's the outfits are all linked, so it's nothing to just go buy the same outfit. You get what I'm saying? Which I also am not a big fan of. I'm not a fan of like this so you can buy my outfit. I am not a fan of that. To me, as a fashion girl, I'm just not a fan of that. I love the inspiration behind it, but the true fashion lover in me, I love to just go out and just find things. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I love that, I love it. You get what I'm saying? But me as a fashion girl, I'm never like, oh, let me click on her outfit because I want to buy her outfit. No. And I think that has gone to a totally different level, because I think it's called like it, know it, like to know it. That was supposed to be for inspirational purposes. Do you like my outfit? Let's shop similar pieces. Key word, similar pieces. The only child in the Aries in me, I never want to see anybody with the same clothes that I have. I never want to see anyone in the same outfit, because to me, that's not original. I would never look at Rihanna and be like, I'm going to get that same exact outfit. No, I will be like, I love the cut. I love the silhouette. Let me see if I can find something similar. But I think that is a super big problem. Everyone comes with a picture and they're like, this is exactly how I want to look. And it's like, but that's not you.
Yeah.
That's not you. How do you feel? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite style of pant? Let's start there. And then you show me inspiration pics of, oh, okay, you like dark wash denim. Oh, okay, you like darker greens over lighter green. I want to know stuff like that. I don't want you to bring me an outfit or bring me a picture and be like, this is exactly how I want to look.
Yeah.
That to me just takes the fun out of the fashion.
I mean, I can understand that. And I think it's twofold because I don't think LTK's intention is to get people to buy the entire look. I think it is for inspiration, but I also think it's for those individuals to be able to be introduced to new brands, new styles. Like a lot of the websites that I find on LTK, I've never heard of. And it's like, as a stylist, it's like, oh, bet, like I didn't have to search for this. Like I like this top, click on it. Oh, I never heard of that website. I might start, shopping from that. Cool. So that's my perspective. LTK and these affiliate linking brands and things is supposed to be used as a tool. Just like social media. And it sucks because you really can't control how people receive it and what people do with it. But their ultimate goal, I don't think, was to, tell people what to wear, but just make it easy for people to access what other people are wearing and to get inspired. I personally love LTK from a styling standpoint. And two, when I'm dressing my clients and, linking these pieces, it's easier for them to shop. But yeah, I think these platforms are supposed to make it easy for people to get dressed and to find what they're looking for, not necessarily for, people to just buy the entire look. But that's just what happens because people just don't know and people are weird and annoying.
But that's what I'm saying. But I think from a stylist standpoint, that's why it's important to everyone should not have access to and that's basically what the point is. Everyone should not have access to this type of stuff because again, as an influencer, you are influencing people to buy the same exact outfit. As a stylist, you are using it as inspiration. Yeah. That's two totally different worlds. So that's what I'm saying when I say I don't like those sites because people are not vetted to be on these type of sites. It is literally, my name is Jane Doe. I have, 50,000 followers, buy my whole outfit. Now all 50,000 of your followers are wearing the same thing. From the styling standpoint, that is hard because now that same exact client is going to try to book me so they can dress exactly like Jane Doe. But the stylist that I am, that's not how I operate. We can buy similar pieces, but then people, I don't want similar. I want the exact same. As a stylist, that just takes the fun out of it, and I just know that that's not my type of client. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, and two, I will say, eventually, those people who are doing exactly what you just said, they're going to eventually need help. Yes. They're going to eventually be like,
because they're going to keep shopping. Like, why do I have to keep shopping? Why does this girl look different? And that, again, people who are influencers, to me, their style is whatever the trend is. So if the trend right now is office siren, that's what they're going to link to buy. 2 months later, now they're into gothic chic. Now you got to go buy them pieces. Yeah. Now they're into trad wife. Now they got prairie dress. Now you got to... That person is just what they said they are, an influencer. Yeah. As a stylist, like I said, I can name 3 stylists. Me, you, Kimmy. Okay? You can go to our pages and go all the way back to 2019. And the content is still similar. It is not an extravagant change of, I went from this style to a complete 180. That's not what it is. Yeah. That's not what it is. You have been drilling people. Workwear, professional chic. I've been doing the same thing. Then you have Kimmy who helps people just buy denim. Yeah. That's one of her big things. Like she will literally sit and help people figure out what type of denim that they like. But that's what Kimmy has always been a denim girl. She's always been a elevated casual girl. Yeah. The content hasn't changed. Her core audience is who they are. But when you have these influencers whose core audience is all over the place, they have to make sure they're hitting, all of these people. So there's no consistency. Yeah. So I think that is a big problem because like you said, Now she got to keep shop. The client has to keep shopping. And now it's like, okay, let me go to a professional because obviously I'm doing something wrong. And the doing something wrong is trying to get dressed by an influencer who's just influencing you and not educating you.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's where the disconnect is and where the style influencers should lean. Like, okay, it's great to be a style influencer and influence people to purchase and to buy things, but also educate them too, which is why I love Janae Naylor. Like, she is an influencer, but she's also a style expert. So yeah, she keeps up with trends. I mean, that's what fashion is, a part of what fashion is. But she also tells people like, look, you know, if you want to follow this trend, if it's your style, cool. But this isn't something that I am going to be wearing. Same thing for, I can't think of her last name. Oh, Carolyn Gray. I absolutely love her. She's also a stylist, also a style expert, YouTuber, all the things. And she has her own personal style. And she specifically creates YouTube videos where she's showing people how to find their style. Because again, she talks about some of the same things that we talk about. You know, people have lost their style. People have lost their touch.
Yep.
And it's because of social media. And it's kind of like nobody's fault, but it's also kind of, it is your fault because you allowed this thing to happen.
You allowed yourself to fall into that trap.
Yeah, I haven't fell into it. I don't have the time.
At all.
I don't have the time. So let's bring this home and kind of talk about the reflection as far as like what we should encourage people to do.
Book the stylist. Book your local stylist. Book your local expert.
You have to invest in someone who knows what they're talking about. Invest in someone who is an expert in fashion, so that way you can stop making the same mistakes over and over again.
Because you'll just be in the cycle of keep buying clothes after clothes, shoes after shoes,
and save yourself the stress. Like, y'all, I don't even be wanting to like go through the stress of going shopping and like putting outfits together all the time. I mean, I get that's what I do, but it is a lot of work, which a lot of people don't realize until they hire someone and they're like, oh yeah, I would have never. Exactly. Because this isn't what you do, and that's okay. That's why we exist.
And the good thing about a stylist is because they are educated, they will more so take you out of your comfort zone, but in a good way.
Yeah.
In a good way. Whether, again, it's just playing with a different print, it's just playing with you've never tried linen or crochet before, and that's something you might have thought to do. Those are simple, seasonal things that can just change, you know, your wardrobe effortlessly and very subtle. You get what I'm saying? So, but when you're working with an expert and you're working with someone who knows what's going on, it takes the stress away from both of you guys.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? When you go into the dentist office, you don't tell the dentist what to do. You know what you're there for, so you sit back and you let them do what they need to do. So I do not understand why the same courtesy is not given to, you know, fashion expertise. Because, like, you didn't pay me my rate for nothing. You didn't give me a budget for nothing.
Yeah. You obviously reached out for a reason.
Yes.
So why not just allow me to do my job?
Exactly. And if you wanted freestyling, you would have stayed with the influencer that was online that had you keep spending all your money in clothes versus investing in education. So either way, however you want your money to go. Do you want to go to waste, or do you want your money to grow?
Right. So the next time you're on social media, definitely ask yourself first before you purchase anything. Do you just like this outfit just because you see so-and-so wearing it, or because you see it on TikTok? Or do you actually like it because you can see yourself wearing it in real life?
Exactly.
You can see yourself adding it into your wardrobe and making it make sense. So last question for us, what's one piece in your closet that you love in real life, even if it never made it to your feed? You can go ahead first, because I got to think.
Really? Oh, I thought you was going to say your blazers. But
it's a piece that has never been posted, but you love it so much.
A piece that has never been posted, but y'all know I don't play. I'll post anything.
You never posted this?
I did. I actually wore this in Milwaukee, so y'all need to keep up. This is on the YouTube and on the vlog, so y'all can't say. Well, actually, it's on the very first episode. Thank you. So did you not watch it?
I mean, I did years ago.
Ain't no years ago.
When it premiered.
Listen, I wore this outfit already. I wore this to the market, okay? With a little white jean jacket and probably these shoes. See what I'm saying?
But it never made it to your feed.
It did, though. It's in a photo dump. So that's exactly. Actress is trying to catch me up, y'all. I wear my clothes, okay? The only thing that didn't make it to my feed,
I'm trying to think.
I feel like I take pictures of all my stuff, though. So does it have to be on my body, or is it just didn't make it to Instagram at all?
Well, something that you love that Instagram hasn't seen, never before seen, but you love it so much and you find yourself wearing it a lot. Or maybe you haven't worn it, but you just love it.
I wear all my clothes, y'all. Let me see.
I feel like I wear all of my clothes too, to be honest.
Okay, the one piece that I do love, I guess that hasn't made it to social media, is my medium-sized duffel Telfar.
Okay.
That I have. It's navy blue. I'm actually about to get the large one because I don't know what they thought that medium one was doing, baby. I can't even put my iPad in it. But I would probably say my Telfar duffel, I literally wear it every day. Like, I didn't wear it today because I had to carry things with me. Like I said, it's not that big. Mm-hmm. But I feel like, yeah. I mean, I just got it for my, well, not just, but I got it for my birthday. But I had wore it like every day since I got it.
Yeah.
But I haven't taken any pictures in it. So maybe I should take a little picture of my little Telfeezy.
Yeah, your favorite.
I think that, but I wear my clothes, y'all.
Same.
I wear my clothes. I don't play.
I mean, I would say this outfit hasn't really been on. I'm lying. I have worn this years ago.
We wear our clothes, y'all. So I don't know.
Yeah.
This is a prime example. We buy clothes and we wear our clothes. Whether it's on somebody else's feed or whether I put it on the story, I feel like I wear my clothes. I'm not I'm saving this for a special occasion. I don't care. I'm wearing it. I'm wearing it to the grocery store. I don't save clothes. I don't save outfits. Unless, obviously, it's like, I have an all-white affair to go to. I'm obviously going to save this all-white outfit for that. Or we have a wedding. So, I'm going to save this jumpsuit. I'm going to save this dress for this because that's different. But everyday pieces, I'm wearing them out the store. I better be glad, because what?
For real.
Yeah.
For real.
I wear my clothes, y'all.
Well, that's all we got because we don't have nothing
We wear
else.
our clothes.
Hashtag
wear your clothes. We are about to make that a hashtag. Hashtag
Please.
wear your clothes. Hashtag get dressed. Hashtag book the stylist. These are all in my bio, by the way. So this is nothing new. This is all repetitive information we have been putting in y'all heads since y'all have known us. But
yeah. And if you're not wearing your clothes, get rid of them.
Donate them.
Throw them out. I mean, donate
them or
hire
a professional to go through your closet and help you put together pieces that maybe you just don't know how to style it. That could literally be it. Or maybe it needs to get tailored. Mm-hmm. Who would have thought? Pants a little too big. Let's make them a little smaller. Pants a little small. We can make them big. There's so much stuff y'all can do with clothes. Let's learn how to upcycle. Learn how to sew.
Yeah. Oh, I'm not doing that.
Learn how to sew. I don't know.
Pay somebody else to do that.
And that's your problem. You will make more money physically. You will be able to make it you'll just get more physically, monetarily if you know how to sew. I make double what a lot of stylists make because I can actually make my clients what they're looking for.
And I'm going to just send them to her because that's not my
And guess what? I'm still getting paid.
That's fine.
So, learn a new skill. Learn how to sew. I don't care if it's just learning how to hand sew. Learn how to hem. Learn how to manipulate and use your clothes. Mm-hmm. If you need to learn how to sew, call me. You can visit So Fabulous on School.
Well, thanks y'all for tuning in to this episode. Sorry we were yelling at y'all, but we just want y'all to know what y'all need to do. So
absolutely. We're very passionate about it.
Yes, and hopefully you learned something new today. So thank you all for tuning in, and we'll see y'all in the next episode. Make sure you subscribe and like this video.